for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Black Knights of Toronto taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
19 Tiger. Buffalo 18. Here we go. Set. Go.
To throw is Milton. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That is caught. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Rams march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Cowboy 80. Come on. Set.
A run here on first down with Reynolds. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Fernandez. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. You talk about this Rams defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
19 Tiger. Cougar 19.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Ready.
And give to Reynolds. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll go again with Reynolds. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
70, Timberwolves. 18, Rodler. 18, Raptorian. 70. Go.
Operating from the gun, Fernandez. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And they'll send out their punter now. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Yeah, they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Now 2nd and 5.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards on the ground. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big time play for him on a short little pass.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 19.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken a 14-0 first quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time While they're playing this one, they got to take care of business first.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. You talk about this Rams defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
2nd and 11.
Let's go.
They'll hand off to Reynolds. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Third and 5. Back to throw. Fernandez. He'll try and do this himself. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, Austin. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. To throw, it's Milton. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And a yard.
Liking 18. Coming. 70.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. Looking to throw. Elam. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Try. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
That was a beautiful executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Panther 60.
What?
Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Contreras. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
2 yards.
And the Rams at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hold it ready.
This is 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. 60 Bobcats. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Cardinal. 19 right.
Throwing is Milton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And give him a gain of 37.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Hey, go.
Here's Milton now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Elam. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Now they'll change things up.
2nd and 6.
Here's Reynolds. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Fernandez. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Go win him. Go win him. Ready.
They'll run on first down with Wright. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jalen Wright. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Escapes the defender. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Warriors, 70.
Back to throw. Fernandez. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Milton. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
First down and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Bronco switch, 19. Ready.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and the first down.
It's caught. Inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Let's go.
On the toss, it's Reynolds. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Black Knights are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. The York on now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Milton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA. Brinker McCoy, 75 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Fernandez. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fernandez. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They bring their punter out there now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Elam. Over the middle, complete. It's Contreras. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Milton. The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And he is not going anywhere. The pursuit excellent as they bring him down hard behind the line. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Terrence Ferguson,
38 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And after right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
and he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Looking to throw. Fernandez.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Ready, set. Check, check. Let's go. Ready.
On first down, Contreras. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Elam. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after here coming up. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Operating from the gun, Fernandez. Short one here, caught by McBride. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go now.
And they'll try to run the option here. Oh, he's hitting, lost the football, put it on the carpet. And now the Rams, there he goes, left side. And they are going to score on a fumble return, touchdown, LA. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it, took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Come on, come on.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll run. Reynolds. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Cowboy 80. Viking 18.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Off play action. Fernandez. Short one here, caught by McBride. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Cowboy 80.
Rams 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. Panther Street. Panther Street. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Check, 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 check.
A run here with Reynolds. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave the stadium.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Bronco, check, Panther. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8.
Go. Panther 6. Hey, smash.
Keep moving, boys. Keep moving.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
Score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. Well, PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Joshua Carney to kick
Set
off
now to
for
kick
the
this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Panther 11. Stephanie.
And that'll be off off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. A run here with Reynolds. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Come on.
Off the play fake, Fernandez. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter and how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contract, you would have had plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
60.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.